history are countless tales of the rise and fall of the greatest kingdoms known to humankind. But what about a kingdom built in a land after the apocalypse? A land inhabited by the seemingly endless undead. My goal was to build that kingdom, and what stood between me and my goal was the endless undead, and hundreds of players willing to go to war over the wasteland. This story begins on this bridge, where my group and I set out 5 key goals to found our kingdom. And to help complete these goals, I brought in one of Project Zomboid's best builders. Unfortunately, the first challenge we'd face is the fact that he had no interest in helping us in the first place. So in order to tackle our 5 goals, I first needed to win over our builder.
This doofus, is he... What are you doing? Why is this place getting more messy? Dude, this is actually getting worse. It stinks. You coming? We're going on a bonding trip. Maybe you could learn something about teamwork.
Now, goal number 1 was the easiest of them all, stockpiling. Because over the next few days, loot wasn't going to get easier to find, it was going to get harder. So together with Shaw, I set out on a looting run to try and get ahead of that. The top of that list was guns and ammunition. First stop was a military checkpoint just south of the small town of Moldra. A solid place to begin. Guns, ammo, gear, everything we needed to get momentum. Assuming, of course, I could get Shaw to cooperate.
This thing will get us there.
Can we agree? Comfortable silence?
I think we should talk about our lives on the way.
Feel free, my lead.
We pretty much want to take everything.
Holy shit! Is this what everyone has been wearing? Like crap like this? You could put my nan in here and carry her around.
Oh my goodness. That's an M249.
Yeah, it's fancy numbers, but there's a bloody machine gun.
Yeah, it's a big ass machine gun. All right, sun's about to come up. We can probably roll.
The checkpoint gave us one hell of a start. We walked away with a solid stack of ammunition, a few higher powered weapons, and better armor to keep our group alive. Goal 1 was already well underway. Sure, still a work in progress. With our work at the checkpoint done, we kept moving, hitting a few more locations along the way, trying to grab anything useful before someone else did. Now, at this point in the server, most of the larger groups were based over on the eastern side of the map, which did work in our favor. It meant we had easier access to the areas we cared about most. Moldra, West Point, and the island, which we'd get to shortly. In Moldra, we came across a bookstore that hadn't been touched, and for us, that was huge. Books meant faster leveling, better skills, long-term progress for the entire kingdom. In West Point, we found a warehouse packed with tools and supplies, exactly the kind of stuff we needed to keep building things up back home. It was, to say the least, a successful run. Not everything we needed, but a strong start. A big step towards finishing off our first goal. We made our way back to the bridge, the truck stacked to the brim. Now, for those seeing this for the first time, welcome to the Bridge Kingdom. On the western side, we'd started reinforcing the area, walls going up, space for vehicles, a place to store everything we were bringing back. But as you can probably tell, it wasn't finished. Not even close. And that was the problem, because while I could try to do it myself, we didn't really have the time. Every day we spent falling behind was another day other groups were getting stronger. More loot, better defenses, more people. It was a constant balancing act. You wanna see what I got?
Sure.
Check this out.
Ooh, fancy. What is it?
An M249 light machine gun.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That'll do some damage.
That's the idea. What is this? What is this?
What's what? What's what?
There's feet pics here. What the fuck?
I need to
What
make
the
money.
fuck?
What
I
are
need to make
these?
money.
Dude, this is Band-Aid. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to blur that in the video.
Well, who told you to look? This is my room. Get out.
We had a, let's say, interesting group forming at the bridge. And normally, Shaw being a bit of a wild card wouldn't be a huge issue, but one of our upcoming goals relied heavily on building. So at some point, we had to draw a line. Now, to finish off our first goal, we turned our attention to the island. With loot starting to respawn, this was our chance to make one more strong run and really lock in our stockpile. And since both bridges to the island were broken, we were pretty confident no one else had made it out there. So this time, I headed out with one of our medics, who went by Dr. Jerry. Has anyone looted the island today?
I don't know if they've gone recently.
We should hit the bunker. I'm taking this trolley. I need it for looting.
Looting what? I can use it to grab wood.
Don't worry, Jerry. You're coming with me now. We're going to loot.
Oh, let me go into my stuff.
Together, we set out to finish what we started. By now, things had changed. Where there used to be thousands of bodies, the area was clear. We'd done enough work earlier to open up the northern half of the island, giving us clean access to the most important looting spot there, the military base. Inside was everything we needed, a hospital for medical supplies, and a bunker stocked with weapons and ammunition. And in a world like this, finding both in one place, that that wasn't something you come across often. Suffice it to say that the longer we could keep this island under our control, the better. So we got to work, starting with the military bunker, clearing through the main crate section first, then moving along the shelving out the back, and finally working our way through the outer rooms. Most of those were more for show than anything else, but every now and then there were a few loot spots tucked away, which definitely added up over time. And overall, this place was pretty stacked. By the time we were done, we had more than enough guns and ammunition to cover what we needed, at least for now. And realistically, it kind of had to be enough, because the next closest gun locations that weren't already looted were a lot harder to reach. That was something we'd have to deal with later. With the bunker cleared, I made my way over to the hospital. It wasn't quite on the level of the larger hospitals closer to Louisville, but it didn't need to be. For our size of group, it had more than enough supplies, plenty to keep us going, and more importantly, keep us alive. With both of these locations secured, it was finally safe to say it. Goal number 1 was complete. And it might have been the most monotonous of the goals, but it was easily the most important. And to understand why, you have to look at the state of the server. At this point, there were 3 other major groups controlling large sections of the map, all led by content creators, and us, well, we were the outliers. Now, don't get me wrong, we were secure and we worked well together. Well, most of us did. But because of where we were positioned, out on the edge of the map, we didn't get many visitors. And more importantly, we didn't get access to the best loot. Because getting into Louisville, the highest value area on the map, meant pushing through at least 2 other groups just to get there. And that's assuming they let us. Meanwhile, those same groups were growing, more people, more mouths to feed, more gear to find, which meant they'd start pushing further and further out, closer to us. And that was only going to get worse over time. More competition, more pressure, more problems. So stockpiling loot now wasn't optional. It meant we wouldn't be forced into bad decisions later. It meant we wouldn't be desperate. Of course, it wasn't going to last forever, which is exactly why our next goal was just as important. Goal number 2 is reclamation. No, not Reclamation Day, hold your horses Fallout fans, but reclaiming the rest of this island. Because if we wanted to secure our kingdom long term, we needed more than just a bridge. We needed land, control, and loot zones that were firmly under our watch. And this island was perfect. Even if the bridges were eventually repaired, the choke points alone made it one of the most defensible locations on the map. Few entry points, easy to monitor, easy to control. So we set out a plan to reclaim the island in its entirety, starting with a warehouse to the east that was still completely infested. Oh my god, that's a bulldozer. Oh my god, that's a bulldozer. Realistically, most of the zombies on this island had already been concentrated around the military base that we cleared in the past. So compared to that, this was a lot more manageable. And what was waiting for us inside was far more than I expected. Crate after crate, shelf after shelf. It was basically 3 warehouses packed into one. And as if that wasn't enough, sitting right out the front was a bulldozer. Now, full transparency, I had never driven a vehicle like this before in Project Zomboid, but I mean, one look at it and you could tell this thing was a beast.
Horrible engine status.
Oh, it also doesn't have any gas, I don't think. No, the engine's fine. Why does it say that? Yeah, it just needs gas.
Unfortunately, we didn't have enough fuel. Not enough to siphon what we needed and fill the bulldozer. So for now, we had to leave it behind. But something like that, something that could push through larger hordes, if it worked the way I thought it would, that would be a game changer. Especially if we ever decided to head towards Louisville, because that place was still absolutely crawling. And you'll get to see it later on, trust me. And we would, when the time came, definitely be looking towards Louisville. Given the circumstances, leaving this bulldozer here unclaimed just didn't seem wise. God forbid someone found a way onto the island and got their hands on what could easily become one of the most valuable assets on the server. So our priorities changed. Together with Dr. Jerry, we took the truck back to drop off the loot we'd gathered, then grabbed a silver pickup and headed back towards the warehouse. On the way though, we spotted a sedan in surprisingly good condition. Now realistically, we could have just stuck with the pickup and called it there, but since we were already out here, it was kind of a win-win. If everything went to plan, we'd leave with both the bulldozer and a new car. So we siphoned what fuel we could into the sedan, then made our way back towards the clearing, where unfortunately a small horde had already started to move back in.
Can you empty out a bottle and just siphon gas? Like 4 bottles to do it? I should do it.
So, new bulldozer required, and as an added bonus, we had a shiny new sedan.
What happened to the car?
You know how many, like, there were, like, a lot of zombies?
No.
That's the issue, and right now the car's on its side in the middle of the road.
Okay, we didn't have a shiny new sedan, but it's important to remember why we wanted this bulldozer in the first place. First and foremost, obviously it would help us forge a path towards Louisville down the line. But to explain the bigger picture a little better, I needed to pull back the curtain for a moment. Goal 2 and Goal 3 for this journey were both centered around rebuilding and reinforcing the island and eventually the bridge itself. And both of these goals were going to require an absurd amount of timber. Now, the added bonus of this bulldozer was that with enough speed and force, this thing could basically flatten trees. In my opinion, this immediately made it one of the most valuable assets on the entire server. But our progress on the bridge, the island, and the kingdom itself would suddenly have to wait, because just as I got my hands on this bulldozer, I received a very important message on Discord. Now, for those who haven't been following the journey up to this point, across the eastern side of Kentucky, there were 3 major groups occupying key locations on the map. Mr. Brollo, a familiar face on my channel, lived just past the broken bridge inside the hotel. In the past, he'd helped us out with food and supplies, but at the same time, he clearly understood the value of resources in this world, so while we were friendly, I wasn't sure I fully trusted him yet. North of him was the military checkpoint, home to Rick Stetrix and his group of soldiers, and unlike Brollo, I definitely did not trust Rick. Not only was he positioned closest to Louisville and some of the best gun spawns on the map, but in the past he'd already shown himself to be the furthest thing from an ally. And finally, furthest to the east was the Valley Station or Crossroads Mall, where Harvest had cleared thousands of undead in an attempt to rebuild the economy. Out of all the major groups, we were probably on the best terms with Harvest. At least that's what I thought at the time. So bringing you back to the present, seeing this message from Harvest felt like a huge opportunity. We gathered up everyone online at the Bridge Kingdom and made our way over to the mall, fully expecting things to be sunshine and rainbows. Unfortunately, assumptions are dangerous in the apocalypse.
Hello. Follow me. If you park on that wall right there, that would be great.
All right.
We're collecting guns to keep the area safe, and then we'll return them to you when you leave.
Yeah, we're not going to be giving away our guns, but that's cool. You should probably call Harvest. Oh my god.
Sorry. Careful, Shaw. I know you're an old man, but come on. You're parking on the wrong side. Shaw.
Yeah, sure. No, that's the wrong side. Oh my god.
Where's what's happening? Okay, we had this with the last group. Okay, we have a policy. No visible weapons.
Okay, see ya.
Nothing visible.
What if some guy comes up and starts shooting at
for
me?
What?
Then you
They
can get
won't, because no one will have it. Like, look at our security team.
Excuse me.
Do
Look at your security team. We absolutely have a problem.
Do you know what a spiky headbutt does to a man?
Okay, we have an alternative option for you. Okay, you need to pay 1 silver per person to enter without a check. Okay, 1 silver per person.
All right, I'll pay that.
I do warn you, this is a subscription. You'll have to pay once per day.
Our people, I don't want any weapons held at any time while we're inside, okay? Unless someone obviously fucking shoots at you, all right? All right, is that good? Are you happy?
No, that's fine. That's fine. You can move your cars in. North side of the parking lot. North side. Top. This way. I do. Oh, wait. I didn't even say it. Welcome to the grand opening, though. Welcome.
All right, let's check out what's going on. You guys are free to shop at your leisure, okay? Just don't cause any trouble.
Yeah, I kind of.
I have the pink-haired weirdo refusing service to me.
Wait, pink-haired weirdo is doing what? He's refusing service?
Because of my faction affiliation.
What do you mean?
Discriminating.
That's ridiculous. He would never do that. I know he wouldn't be refusing business to our entire Bridge Kingdom. Hey,
come on, man.
what the hell's going on in here? What, you won't serve any of our Bridge Kingdom?
You've done nothing.
What the hell?
But extort the people of this mall.
What are you talking about extortion? What are you talking about extortion? I just have to pay 12 silver to get in.
And get out. Get out of the shop. Get out of the shop.
It's my store. I own this.
Get out of the shop.
Okay, I'll walk. I'll take a walk.
Tana, you man the shop. I do have one more thing that's gonna happen today, okay? If you didn't see inside, we have a fire truck, which is pretty much in pristine condition. I'm not gonna lie. You can't get one better than that. I'm gonna start the auction. All right, I don't even know. Where do we gather for this? I guess around the front of the fire truck. Okay, around here. Start with 1 gold. 1 gold. Okay, we got Chris. Oh, wait. Oh, Brollo. Okay, but we got Chris first. Chris was first. 1 gold. Okay, do we have 1.5 gold?
2 gold. On, Rick.
2 gold. Mr. Brollo. 2 gold. We have 2.5 gold.
3 gold.
3 gold from Kezza. Sold to Kezza! Yay! Everybody clap, come on!
There was honestly a lot to digest from this first real encounter with the other groups on the server. First and foremost, Harvest wasn't quite as trustworthy as I initially thought. Now, I didn't think he was evil or anything like that, but expecting us to hand over our guns in a world where Rick exists and was, in my opinion, clearly up to no good, that was questionable. Because if we truly trusted each other, then what exactly was the issue with weapons anyway? But the whole situation did get me thinking about trust, about vulnerability, about how exposed we really were in a world where nobody was truly on our side. And that was the birth of our 4th goal. Remember, these were the 5 goals we set out to achieve in order to establish our kingdom in the apocalypse. We'd already completed the first by stockpiling supplies. The second and third were still underway, pending Shore being, well, sure. But every single one of them needed to be completed if we actually wanted this kingdom to survive long term. Goal number 4 was to cement an alliance. And this wasn't as simple as just pressing a button and saying, we're allied now. This was about trust. I had to decide out of the 3 major groups on the map who I believed we could rely on the most. Because having someone at your back when things turned sour was an enormous advantage. And with every passing day, war felt more and more inevitable. So let me ask you, out of the 3 choices in front of us, who would you trust? The military leader, obsessed with power above all else, the businessman trying to monopolize trade across the server, or the man quietly sitting between the lines, turning chaos into profit? Realistically, there was no perfect answer. So I chose the one that made the most logical sense.
Hello. What brings you guys here?
Hey, I wanted to have a chat with you. You remember we spoke about the bridge yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
Well, hey, so we've been hard at work. You guys clearly have as well.
Yeah, I can show you around the hotel if you'd like as well.
I'd like that, yeah. I think it'd be good to see around.
Yeah, we have it all pretty much here. Everything's public use. These rooms on the second floor have already been sold off. So this is the 3rd floor. This is the newly added floor. Laura was very much hard at work decorating these rooms for us. And we also have a suite down here.
Oh, when you guys head out, I want to chat to Brother alone.
Okay, how can I... What's up, man?
Do you have to sit on the bed like that? Listen, Brolo. Listen.
Yo, what's up?
Take a look for me on the map. You see across the bridge there, that whole town there. Over the last like 48 hours, the Bridge Kingdom has cleared that town. There's a lot of ammunition. There's medical supplies. There's even a little bit of food. There's a gas station there. There's even some guns. Right. And I kind of know exactly where all of those things are. You know, I've plotted them out. We've been looting it. In these coming days, we could see the greatest alliance ever formed between the hotel and the Bridge Kingdom.
I mean, hey, I like business, and if you can bring business to my hotel, that's what I'm looking for.
See that fire truck?
Yeah, the one that was down there earlier, yeah.
Yeah, that's for you, Mr. Brolo.
What?
That's a gift. I bought that just so I could give it to you to show my good intentions.
This all sounds great, but like, you're putting a lot of trust and you're giving me this stuff, but like, what is it that you really what is it that you want from me? I feel like there's something more.
I just want you to trust me, Mr. Brolo. You know, I thought we could work together to help clear Louisville at some point if we wanted to, like clear pathways in and just have my back, you know, because that Rick guy doesn't like me, and we've been friendly.
Okay, so you're saying if there's a fight involved, you're expecting us to pull up. Okay, yeah, we can work this out then. We can work this out.
We definitely gave up a lot in an attempt to build trust with the hotel and with Mr. Brolo. It was a lot to put on the line, but there was one thing I believed without a shadow of a doubt. Trust was the single most powerful weapon in the apocalypse. Without it, you're nothing. So to me, it was worth the cost. And hopefully with that agreement in place, we could now consider our 4th goal complete. Hopefully. In some ways, we were getting ahead of ourselves, considering goals 2 and 3 were still unfinished, but eventually all of them had to come together. Now, circling back to those other goals, we were still having a number of problems with Shore. Unfortunately, desperate times call for desperate measures. If I couldn't convince him to get on board with the Bridge Kingdom, then maybe the only thing left to do was make him appreciate what he already had. So I came up with a bold plan.
Because I would love to give him some work experience. He doesn't do a lot of building. Do you think I could leave him with you guys for like half an hour or something? Like you give him some work experience?
I mean, yeah, you can stick around.
Oh, he's over here. He's in the hazmat suit.
Oh, hey, man.
You're stood real close.
Hey, Sean.
I got some water.
I understand you're a builder. Is that right?
Yeah, amongst other things.
Okay, well, listen.
It's like you're inside me.
I got some work you can do.
Okay, I've got something you could do.
We're going to be leaving you here for a half an hour or so on work experience.
Say what now? So you've all made the decision that I've got to be this guy's slave?
You guys could both learn a lot from one another. You could show Mr. Brolo what it's like to have an employee who doesn't like help with anything.
That sounds like a bunch of soppy bollocks to me.
So anyway, we'll see you back at the bridge in like half an hour or so, okay?
Now, admittedly, this could backfire horribly, but the hope was that when Shore eventually came back home, he'd realize he actually had a real place with us at the Bridge Kingdom. Maybe he'd even realize that people genuinely cared about him there. It was basically my Hail Mary. And with that done, I hopped offline because I was hungry, okay? Is that a crime? I returned only 30 minutes later to a very surprising sight. The return of Shore.
Any help, any hands we can get for this, guys, are going to be needed.
Suppose I could help.
What are you doing? Aren't you supposed to be on work experience?
Oh, I did such a good job they let me go early.
Right. Did you learn anything?
I learned that hotel is haunted.
So let's go over the next steps for the Bridge Kingdom. Out of our 5 goals, the first and fourth were now checked off the list, but goals 2 and 3 were a lot more complicated, especially reclaiming the island and reinforcing the bridge. Based on our conversation with Brollo and what our kingdom needed most right now, we decided to focus primarily on goal number 3, reclaiming the island in its entirety. It was time to rebuild the bridge itself. Now, rebuilding the bridge came with one pretty major caveat. If we restored it, we'd potentially be cutting off water access between the more populated eastern side of the map and everything further west. But honestly, I hadn't even really seen anyone using boats anyway, so at the time it didn't seem like much of a problem. So with that in mind, we pushed forward, building the bridge that would eventually become the link between the Bridge Kingdom and the hotel.
Holy shit. Oh my god, that's a lot of building. Alright, well.
Hang on, let me take a look. I'm the builder here. Yeah, piss easy. Don't worry about it.
Okay, can you do that?
Leave it to me, boss.
Go ahead.
Oh, shit. I called you boss. I literally told that other geezer that you sold me to, by the way, that you weren't my boss.
You're good just watching me.
It's hard work watching. I mean, you swing that sledge. Oh, it's a masterpiece. Just let me observe it. Let me soak it in.
Another huge step in reclaiming the island was complete. The link had finally been restored, so I took the opportunity to continue building trust within our alliance, and honestly, it was just nice having someone like Brollo around. Someone who understood the pressure that came with leading a large group.
Hello, I'm here for Mr. Brollo.
Oh, hey. Welcome back, Kezza.
Mr. Brollo, could I borrow a moment of your time?
Yeah, sure, no problem. What's up? What is this?
Hop in.
Where did you get something like this?
I found it on the other side. This is the future, Mr. Brollo. I bet you're wondering how I got it over here.
Oh, wait. Did you?
This is the work of the Bridge Kingdom.
Damn, you guys work fast.
Yeah. Well, what can I say? There were many of us and we're committed to the cause, you know? And by the way, this is a military base we're in right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I want you guys to be able to loot this, like, you know.
Oh my god. You have all this? Let me run an idea by you, okay? I know you before. You said to me you wanted to kind of keep this place between just my group and your group, you know, our people. But we could build some kind of checkpoint, a toll, just to kind of regulate people who get access to the island, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, we put the starter there for you, but like, if you guys cover that side, the only reason we have to be concerned is that they come in on boats. And like, I don't want to shoot anyone, but I'm telling you, if I see them on this island, there's cause for concern.
I see what you mean. Is there anything I can do?
No, just hold this bridge.
Okay. This is what we'll do. We can put up a blockade here that we can toggle. And anybody who goes through it's our people.
Yeah, and if you see them on that island, like, we all need to know about that.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, no problem. Well, thanks for showing me all this, man.
Oh, how'd you go with Shaw, by the way?
Oh my god, I completely forgot. Jesus Christ, he is horrible. I thought I was gonna get through to him. I left him for like 5 minutes. He trashed the place.
Oh yeah, he's a pain in the ass. He has a little room in the bridge. You should come visit tomorrow, actually. You still haven't seen it. I'll show you when you're there.
No problem. Yeah, I'll definitely come by tomorrow at some point.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it.
And I'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully we can keep it that way for the next 4 days. But I get the feeling it's gonna hit the fan at some point.
We were progressing. The Bridge Kingdom was finally starting to feel like an actual kingdom. Our reach across the island continued to expand. And since I was now driving around in the bulldozer, you might remember earlier when I mentioned it had one very important benefit that would help us push these goals even further. Well, in this bulldozer, if you built up enough speed, you could actually lop down trees with it. And that sounds ridiculous, and it kind of was, but it meant the days of manual chopping we'd been dreading just disappeared. Combined with the table saws on the ZSMP server for turning logs into planks, the entire scale of what we could build had just opened up. For the first time since arriving on the bridge, the plan actually felt achievable. But goals 2 and 3 would have to wait until tomorrow. The kingdom was winding down, the team was logging off, and I figured I'd do the same. I had some dinner, settled in for the night, and assumed that was the end of it. Until later that evening, when I got a message from my right-hand man, Lucas. You haven't seen much of Lucas yet on this part of the journey, mostly because he doesn't make a lot of noise. He just gets work done. But his looting and PvP skills were going to matter a lot in what was coming, even if I didn't fully know it yet. And on my way to meet him, I was hit with probably the most unexpected development this server had produced so far.
Wait, what? Oh my god! Did Shaw lock in? Oh my god! Shaw locked in! Have you seen what Shaw did down here?
No.
Yeah,
Like the tower? It's crazy.
Yeah, he's been busy.
Oh yeah, I
at
saw
work,
the tower.
man.
The tower's beautiful.
It's
Oh yeah, that's great.
Like, did I get through to him?
I think
Maybe.
you might have, man. He was
Yeah,
a
okay,
busy
you're
bee
taking
last
it away.
night.
You're taking credit for that, yeah?
Yeah.
All blends together.
I can't believe I'm saying this. Shaw did something. Not goofed off, not danced in his room. Shaw, my builder, actually built something. While I'd been offline, he'd constructed the entire northern checkpoint on the bridge, the final piece of reclaiming the island. Just like that, goal number 2 was done. I genuinely don't know what got into him. The work experience trip, the team rallying around him, some kind of cosmic alignment, pick your theory. But for the first time, this kingdom felt like it was firing on every cylinder at once. And as it turned out, Shaw wasn't the only one who'd been busy.
And yeah.
My hard night's work.
Oh my
Remember how you told me
goodness.
to go make sure I loot the rest of the islands?
Yeah. Oh, you got a car? You got a Delta in here, bro.
I
762 boxes. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, there's an armor in here as well.
Oh yeah, I got everything. I
Nice.
I looted the whole military base. I looted the warehouses you mentioned to me. I looted the medical, and then I brought this thing back because I was getting full.
Yeah.
Lucas had quietly turned himself into a one-man supply chain. Materials, books, food, weapons, the whole lot. Between his haul and Shaw's checkpoint, we'd made more progress in one evening than it felt like we had in the previous 3 days combined. By the time we finished, the entire server had gone dark. Groups were logging off, roads were emptying, and major settlements had gone quiet. And for most people, it was finally time to rest. For everyone except us.
Well, we definitely need to like definitely get some like big guns.
Well, I was gonna say, you know how Rick and Brawl and all them, you know, are up there at LV and been looting
Yeah.
it?
Apparently, so I've heard.
Yeah, we really haven't been venturing in there, and well, you know, I need to level some aim. While we're in the area, you know, might as well, you know, hit up the police station perhaps.
Okay, so I'm good to go. I don't want to dilly-dally. I want to go.
Here's the thing, out of the 4 major groups on this server, we were the furthest from Louisville. During the day, getting there meant crossing through Rick's territory or harvests. But at night, when everyone else was offline, that whole map opened up. It was the one window where we could hit the highest value loot in the city without having to negotiate, posture, or fight our way through. Was it risky? Yes. Did it contribute to any of our 5 goals? No. But every person has that friend who talks them into bad decisions, and Lucas was mine. So we went.
Good to know what's going on down here. They got some cars. They got a bridge. Well, there's their farm. Oh yeah, hospital there. Oh, it doesn't seem like they've cleared it. That's for sure. I'm gonna bust a few heads.
Alright, I have the sludge in my fucking bag. Give me a second. Please protect me.
I don't think I've ever looted this store in my life.
Yeah, it's not the most common one. People usually don't loot it. That's why I like looting it. No doubt about that. Alright, we're in, boys. Alright, 2 people outside, 2 people loot.
Do we really? I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know what we really need at this point. I guess big guns.
Essentially, big guns, attachments. So, a big part of this is also like taking the attachments off of guns.
The AK mag.
Yeah, 2 AK mags already. We can come back with a big truck later and take all the armor.
And more to this place, or?
Yeah, back here. A shotgun shell.
The AK mag.
Another AK mag, yeah.
What kind of ammo do we? We really just need 5.56 now, eh?
5.5, yeah, essentially 5.5.
5.5 and shotgun. That's all we really care about. Yeah. Oh, move please.
There we go. So now our way back is clear, and we can. This doesn't look that bad actually. I think I overreacted. Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah, what about those?
No, I didn't. Okay.
Oh Jesus.
All right.
This was the biggest fight we'd taken on in a long time. but we were built for it. Max level aiming across most of our citizens, heavy weaponry going in, and a war chest of guns and ammunition coming out, including a second light machine gun for Lucas, giving us 2 in the arsenal. By the time we got home, I'd convinced myself we were ready for anything. Rick or anyone. Whatever the server threw at us, we could handle it. The next morning would prove me wrong, some of which happened before I even logged on.
You guys got anything to trade?
You guys like looking for like ammunition or just like?
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's it.
We'll take anything.
I'll say whatever you wanna, give us a
Who are these people? Who are you? What are you doing here?
We're the militia. Kezza not told you about us?
We're at the mall.
Do you have any food? Because we could really do with some food.
Food? Okay, tell you what. You guys sit here. I don't want to see you coming up these fucking stairs. I'll come back and I'll give you like, I don't know, like a fucking tomato or some shit.
2.
Oh,
yeah,
thank you.
2. I mean 2 of them.
Oh wow, that's generous. Thank you.
And you can have these tea bags for fucking free. I hate them. Take the tea bags, take the tomatoes, and jog on. Yeah. I don't know about this, Eddie. I don't know.
They're
this
like
is getting sketchy.
They're surrounding us. I don't like it.
Look how surrounded we are by these guys. Anyway, hang on a second. You got here by boat. Where have you come from?
The checkpoint.
There's a bridge between here and there.
No, there isn't.
There fucking is. I was the one that built it. Wait, so if I try and drive over that, is it not there anymore? How did you get your boats across?
We've got rid of it.
What the hell?
It's gone, and it's never going to exist again.
Never going to exist again? Well, I have a hammer, I have nails, and I have planks. Eddie, put the fucking thing down.
Try it, buddy.
Don't mess with our bridges.
We could do that. There's a northern bridge we can repair, isn't there?
Try it.
Okay.
You guys grab the boats? Hey, Slate. What's the chances you could take that semi-truck? Yeah, go for it. Why don't you go ahead and drive that home? Let's go. I was gonna hop out here a sec. Do you want to do like a little scout?
Sure.
Find out where they're getting the guns from.
Should I go with Lenny?
Go for it. I'll pick you up after.
Right.
Try and stay quiet if you can.
Good morning. Anyone on the radio? Hey! Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Hey, Kezza, how you doing? Oh,
Someone's on the fucking bridge.
someone's on the bridge?
Someone was running onto the bridge from the other side. I just saw a fucking military guy on the bridge.
I tried to keep them off as hard as I could. From the north side?
Yes, from the island side.
I'm sorry, they tricked me. They were all having a discussion with me on the south side. I didn't even think to send somebody to the north side. They destroyed our bridge, by the way.
What?
Yeah, the one that took us all that time to build out, that leads to the hotel. Yeah, they apparently have destroyed it to allow their boats to get through.
Have you checked the island? They didn't land on the island?
I haven't, not yet, no.
Which direction did they head, Lucas? I've got our boat.
They headed east. They headed east.
There's someone on our island. Hey, stop what you're doing.
Someone on our island?
What the hell are you doing? There's a fucking military member on our island.
What the f? I'm coming.
I'm heading over.
They're in the shipping containers, bro. Hey, stop running. Stop running. Stop.
Oh, I'm just honestly looting them.
Yeah, you're not doing shit. You're on our sacred land right now. What the hell are you doing? Are you serious? How did you get here?
I was dropped off.
You were dropped off by who?
Other guys in the mill. I forget his name.
Oh, you were just dropped off to have a look around our island. You should put that gun down. Are you alone?
Yeah.
Yeah, you and your boys broke it.
The northern one. Oh,
No,
shit.
the furthest north one's never been there. Or it's gonna be there now soon. You can tell your boss that.
They repaired the bridge.
Hey, wait, it's fixed?
Yeah, it's fixed.
Do you reckon maybe they repaired it so that we couldn't chase them in a boat?
I don't know. Well, they drove back. I genuinely don't know whether Rick knew about our Louisville raid or not. Maybe this was retaliation. Maybe it was coincidence. Maybe he'd been planning it for days, but either way, the message was loud and clear. The island wasn't ours. Not really. Now, letting him go afterwards was a calculated risk, but keeping him was worse. If I escalated this recklessly, my kingdom would be the ones paying for it first. And after days of preparing for conflict, I still wasn't sure conflict was what I actually wanted. But the temperature on the server had shifted. You could feel it. Now, I know this was all getting heavy fast, but there was still happiness to be found in the Bridge Kingdom, and even treasures where you least expect them.
We up.
Dude, do you see this? Basket has a fucking PSA 10 Charizard. Oh my god, I gotta take this. Nobody say anything, okay? That's worth a lot of money. Is this first edition? Hold on, let me have a look. It is first edition, no way! It's got the first edition stamp. Can't believe it, a first edition PSA 10, and it's shadowless. I wonder if she'll notice that I've taken her PSA 10 Charizard.
Oh, hey, Basket.
Oh, where do all these pretty flowers come from?
Oh, hey Basket.
Oh, okay. What's the smoke say?
I know I'm an asshole sometimes. I'm working on it, and I don't deserve your patience, but I'm asking for it anyway. Call me out on my bullshit. I might fight back, but I need to learn. I've seen in the movies how flowers is an appropriate response. I hope this makes up for it. Sign Shaw.
Honestly, I needed a moment like that. The whole server had been tightening around us, and these stupid little wins were a reminder that this place wasn't just about survival. It was about giving people somewhere worth surviving for. Now, at the start of this journey, we set out 5 goals to consider our kingdom firmly established. The first was stockpiling. Our loot stores now held plenty of food, ammunition, tools, and materials, ready to take us into the deeper part of this apocalypse. Goal 2 was officially complete. We had a checkpoint at the bridge, we had reclaimed the land from the undead, and now we had a safe walled area on the north side of our bridge. Goal 3, overhauling our bridge. It was one of the primary goals we had yet to complete. While Shaw had done some work on the other side, we had yet to convince him to actually work on the bridge portion, but we had made some progress on our own in the background. Goal 4, to establish a key alliance, was also complete. Our allies at the hotel were watching our bridge to ensure nobody crossed through the land. And as for our 5th goal, well, I'll reveal that in a moment. Speaking about our allies, during the day, Brollo and a few of his people came past to visit and see how the bridge was coming along. So we took the opportunity to show him around.
How's life out here on this bridge?
Yeah, come have a look, man. I didn't give you a proper tour earlier. I'll show you around if you want. But here, let me show you Basket's room. Basket's room is real nice.
Oh, wow. It's a nice house you have here.
Yeah, check out. Look at the Pokemon cards here. Look at this, bro. Look at this.
Somebody stole my PSA 10 Charizard. I didn't see it there.
Wait, what? A PSA 10 Charizard is at first edition?
Why are there feet pics on the table?
Why are there feet pics?
The lady's gotta make money.
Oh, Shaw left this. You're never gonna believe this. Look at what Shaw left for us.
Wow, that's so nice of him. He's actually like self-aware.
Now, I'm not going to bore you with a tour of the disappointing bridge, because frankly it was disappointing. Between us and completing our goals was one man, Shaw, who hadn't been seen since early in the morning when Rick's people invaded our island. I started to wonder if it was time to give up. I thought maybe, just maybe, I had gotten somewhere when he built that tower, but now he was missing entirely. And I wasn't sure what the next step was, but I feared the worst and logged off for the night. Truthfully, I had done all I could. Now it was just a story of one man and what he would choose to become. A survivor alone in the wasteland, or a member of the greatest kingdom in the land. Or so we called it, at least.
When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. When you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know. Downtown, just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter there. You can't forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, so go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. No finer place for sure, downtown. Everything's waiting for you.
Did Shaw build all this? Oh my god.
This is your throne room.
Does this go all the way? Did he finally do his job?
I think he's been doing this job. Here, look. He cleaned up the diner and everything.
Did I finally get through to him? Oh my goodness. This is kind of crazy. Oh wow. Who are these for? Whoa. I mean, what is there to say? I think our builder finally started building.
Doesn't it look nice?
Yeah. Oh.
Basket's still pissed about
someone stole their PSA 10 Charizard. It's crazy. Oh my goodness, look at this. I can't believe he did all this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is the Bridge Kingdom.
You want to sit on your throne?
Kind of, yeah.
When I logged back on the next morning, the bridge had been transformed. Walls, rooms, fortifications. Overnight, the place finally looked less like a survival camp and more like the kingdom we'd been telling each other we were building. And for a brief, blissful window, things felt like, despite what happened, they might actually be okay. People were still wandering through our gates, trades were still happening, and the world was still turning. Through all our efforts over the past days trying to turn our motley crew into a family, our last piece of the puzzle was now complete. Shaw was a true part of our bridge kingdom, and with his help, we could now mark our goals as completed. We could finally get to our 5th and final goal, to gather everyone together for one final celebration. And so our people started to return from their wayward trips. Our looters called it time, our mechanics and craftsmen hung up their tools. Lucas even returned to enjoy these moments of celebration in our grand kingdom. Until finally, the one person missing was our reformed builder, who at the time was plugging away at some work on the island.
Risking a lot being on our side of the water.
Haven't we played enough of these games?
There's no games, Rick. Hop back in your little boat and do one, yeah?
It's nothing personal, Shaw.
And what if I make it personal?
You know what? It is personal. To be honest, I can't wait to see the look on that smug Bridge King's face.
He's my smug Bridge King.
Yeah, for now he is. But I've got something special in store for him. This is just the cherry on top. I should have done this a long time ago.